Well, happy Friday, Crosspointe Church family. It's great to be with you. I'm Pastor Andrew, and I'm really excited and pumped to be giving this update today. For first reason is because it's Christmas time, and who isn't excited about Christmas? And so just remember, we've been seeing it announced many times, but Christmas Eve service, a week from today, will be gathered here in our church, 5 p.m., one service. It'll be very exciting. It'll be lots of people, lots of singing and worship to Christ, the newborn King. The next morning, Christmas Day, is our 9 a.m. service, one service. And also the following day, our normal Sunday worship service will be at 9 a.m. only. So just make note of those changes. We look forward to worshiping with you as a church family all Christmas weekend. I'm also excited because we just got done recording our very first podcast episode called Crosspoint Conversations. It's something new we're going to be launching in 2022. Every other week, we're going to be taking different topics and talking about them as a church staff. And so it's just kind of give you a bit of a glimpse into the inner workings of Crosspointe Church, maybe some of the conversations that happen on a normal Monday through Friday around here as Pastor Mike and Seth and myself are working out of the building here. And so it's going to be called Crosspoint Conversations. You can subscribe to it now. It's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, anywhere you listen to your podcasts. And the first episode is going to be released on January 1st. We'll be talking about resolutions, New Year's resolutions. Is it worth it? Should we make resolutions? What's the history of it? And really the purpose of it is of the whole podcast is to answer some questions that maybe you have as a church family. And so we've created an email address, podcast@crosspointpgh.org, for you to be able to submit any questions that you have. Why we dedicate children and don't baptize them. What is baptism? These are all questions. What about communion? Why do we do the rhythm of communion that we have? These are all questions, legitimate questions that people might have. And so we wanted to be able to have this media available to be able to answer some of those questions that you might have. And so send your questions in. We look forward to weeding through them and looking at some different topics that we can talk about and that we can bring to you in the coming episode. So that'll be every other week, one release. The first one on January 1st. And again, that's Crosspoint Conversations. We're going to be starting a new series January 2nd, a life group series on evangelism. All of your life group leaders have received a book that they have read, and so we are going to be doing one sermon on it. I will be preaching on January 2nd about evangelism. What is it? And really the whole idea behind this is how we as a church can do a better job of formulating and developing a culture of evangelism in our church family. And so that's going to be every life group going for the month of January through the 5 lessons of evangelism. If you're not in a life group, there's good news. Pastor Mike is going to be doing a class here at the church on a weeknight that will be going through this same curriculum. So a great opportunity, if you're not in a life group, to experience maybe a little bit of what a life group is and also be able to go through this great series. And so that's an evangelism series coming up in your life group starting in January. Also starting in January, Pastor Mike is going to be preaching through the book of 1 Corinthians. And so that's going to start on January 9th. He'll be going through that, which will take us through the winter and I'm sure into springtime as well. Listen, I can't believe half of this video is already talking about 2022. But as we end, just remember, because Christmas Eve is a week from today, New Year's Eve 2 weeks from today, there will be no other video updates for the rest of the year. And so this will be the last one. So we look forward to worshiping with you this weekend, all Christmas weekend, next weekend, and back to our normal 9 and 10:45 services on January 2nd. God bless you all. Have a happy Christmas, and we'll see you next year.